We are back live. It's your Bolo Punch Boxing Hour brought to you by George Rogie Insurance. This portion of our show brought to you by Victory Storm King Imperial Stout. It will help you feel as if you just had 3 beers.
And we only had one. Came out pretty good for us.
And that's all we've got for you tonight, guys.
We're going to have to rush through this segment so we can listen to the Berto interview.
Yeah, well, we do want to hear that Berto interview. Plenty of things to talk about before we get to that. Like I said, about 20 minutes till we hit that. The Heavies called in sick, Mo. There is not going to be a Valuev Chaegev 2, not right away. And
yeah,
there's
that was
not
actually supposed to be last week.
Yeah.
And it got canceled.
Last weekend, yeah.
Yeah.
And there isn't going to be an upcoming Klitschko against David Haye.
They're hoping Haye is hoping that Klitschko will still fight him. I believe he said in July.
Well, both of them, both Chaegev and David Haye, both calling in with physical reasons. Haye says he's injured, and big words for a guy that was cutting off cartoon heads and stopping at the T-shirt print shop. Now all of a sudden he's injured. I don't know about that. Also, Chaegev, he's got a blood disorder. I'm not going to go into it because there's a lot of speculation on the internet as far as what it's really about, and I'm not gonna justify it until I know for absolute sure. But he did not pass his physical due to a blood disorder that he may or may not have right now.
And I'm sure that sucks for Valuev. Valuev had been training for a while. It's not like David Haye. David Haye canceled his fight 2 weeks in advance, and they're going to find somebody to fight Klitschko. Someone will jump in there and get in there with Klitschko.
See, the winner of all of this might be Chris Arreola, because Arreola is still undefeated. Klitschko might not even view him as dangerous. Might view him as just a big, slow, plodding guy who hits really hard, but as long as Klitschko could say that exact thing about the last 3 guys he fought.
Yeah.
Strong, tough guys plodding along, and if they land,
I don't know if he wants to get in there with Arreola, because Arreola would be a little bit more of a draw here in the States. I don't know. We'd have to see what they're going to decide. I don't know if this David Haye fight was supposed to be a pay-per-view or just on HBO. It all depends. I mean, Arreola would be a pretty big draw, though, for here in the States. Not as much as in Britain as what Haye was, obviously, but they'd be here more in the States.
Well, this fight was going to be in Finland.
Yeah.
In which case, neither Haye or Klitschko is from there. It was gonna do just fine. It wasn't going to be in England. That would favor Haye. It wasn't going to be in Germany. That would favor Klitschko. I want to talk about this Valuev Chaegev. Chaegev pulled out of the rematch twice now. It's time for Valuev to just be crowned the actual WBA heavyweight champion. This champion in recess, champion emeritus, interim champion. I'm tired of playing the games, and the WBA is going to start getting confused with the WBC if they don't relax with all this multiple champions for the same division.
Well, the thing is he's not going to even be in there to challenge anybody right now because of whatever this blood disorder that he has. So he may never even fight again. We'll have to see what Klitschko or what Valuev can do here in the future. He's going to probably try to throw a fight together pretty quickly, I would think. I don't know how long he's going to stay.
Don't ever say the words "throw a fight" on this show again. Even if it's only the beginning of a sentence that has to go on further, because I really don't want to think about guys, faking a loss. And I know that's not what you meant, but go on.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sorry.
he's going to put a fight together.
Yeah.
He's going to have to find someone that'll fight him pretty quickly. I don't know what card they're going to be on, where they're going to fight, what kind of television network's going to pick it up. But Valuev, he's obviously going to have to defend that belt pretty quickly. I don't know if they're going to take in fact for the Chaegev having to pull out for this, if they're going to just maybe even strip him of his belt for not fighting quick enough. I don't know. It kind of screwed Valuev over basically because he was going to fight the number 1 guy that actually deserved a rematch. I mean,
he most definitely deserved it. What he doesn't deserve anything right now. If he's going to constantly have to pull out of fights, a week or 2 before, then have a good day. You did a good job. Either retire, crap or get off the pot is what it is.
Basically.
So, yeah, I mean, one thing I want to bring up before we haven't even talked about fight number 1 yet.
Well,
we haven't even really taken it apart yet. Let me throw this in though. before we even get to the fights that made up this week, and there weren't that many. I have to throw some special thanks out to our good friend, our very good friend, Jimmy Holmes. He invited me out to out to his gym, the Demotte Boxing Club in Demotte, Indiana. He opened this boxing club just shy of a year ago, and he's already been named the Indiana Coach of the Year. Him and his coaching staff were named the Indiana Coach of the Year at the Indiana Golden Gloves in Indianapolis this summer. This spring actually is when that happened. Very, very cool. He invited me out because he was having a glorified sparring session actually, and he wanted to really make it sound professional. So they got a non-professional ring announcer. Would I like to do that? How many boxing hats would I like to wear, Mo? I mean, with the exception of fighting, I'm hitting almost every avenue that there is to hit. I mean, with the artist and the ringside comment, I'm not going to list all the crap. We do a lot of different stuff.
But how did that all the amateur fights run?
They were awesome. I was the ring ring announcer, but then I was also the timekeeper and the bell ringer, and I was helping the ring card girl who's 8 years old get into the ring and out. Little Lexi Lou Holmes. It was an awesome time. A good time was had by all, and it was cool to give all the kids nicknames as they were coming on out. Like there's a kid named Creed, so of course I called him Apollo Creed. I mean that was his first name. Lots and lots of really cool names. I'm not gonna go through them all right now, but
there was a kid that actually came into the ring this week. George Foreman's son came into the ring and fought.
Good segue.